Watch them grow, perceive, devote. This is the seed, light the show. Watch them grow.
Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your August soul session. I don't know what just happened with my voice just there, but welcome to your soul session. I'm Princess India if you're new, and if you're family, welcome back, my friend. I need to probably move my phone because that's so distracting. But anywho, we're going to get an overall energy for you guys for the month of August and going into September because, you know, Princess is late and whatnot or whatever. And we're going to go ahead and jump into your cards. So let's go ahead and get an overall energy for you guys. Oh my God. I just said I need to move my phone. It's so distracting. All right, we have the Cosmic Heart. It says, devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. That is beautiful. So what we're talking about this month for my Sagittarius peoples is more or less you guys being fully and utmostly dedicated to your chosen life path. Now, we're not talking about, you know, like a particular ethos or living up to some expectation that comes from an external source or anything like that. We're literally talking about you having the power, will, ability, and authority to decree and declare what it is that your life is going to be about, right? Now, whatever that is you stand for, those of you, and y'all know I have to mention it, those of you who took my Purpose RX webinar, the Purpose Prescription, the toolkit is up on the site if you're interested in what it is that I'm about to say. But those of you who did take that course, you know that the basis of a lot of what your life is about is your personal value system. And if you want to make your life a moving prayer, which is really saying your life being your message in so many words. Oh my God, me and the freaking sage, I swear to God. But anyway, if you really want to be a person of integrity and live your life in accordance with your truth, and thus be a message and a messenger for others, then you would want to live in accordance with your value system. So this month for you guys is really about you guys living, it's going to sound really heavy, but it's pretty practical. Living in a state of reverence, if you will, in a state of reverence and in a state of worship, right? And how one does that is simply by living your truth every single day, because that's a rarity these days. You don't see much of that, you know. You see people living other people's truths and things of the sort, but you would be that anomaly, and that within itself can be life altering for others as well as for yourself. Just ignore the smoke. Anywho, central energy, we have the Justice in the reverse. This is challenged by the Strength card. Your past influence leaving from July and early August, coming into the now, is the Empress in reverse. And so far we have 3 major arcanas. What is really happening in America? Your underlying energy, Holy Mother, is the Fool. Good Lord, I don't know if that's shock or sage smoke inhalation. Your above energy, oh my God, is the Emperor in the reverse. Are you freaking kidding me right now? And going forward, well, that's not a major arcana. You guys have the King of Cups in the reverse. This is insane. This is all major arcanas. What is happening in America? So anywho, what it's looking like, my Sagittarius peoples, coming out of July or early August into the now, it's been feeling lack. It's a lot of feelings of not producing, not progressing, not moving forward, not feeling fertile. And I could really get straight to the gusto here, even with the Emperor. It's a sense of disempowerment. And even in the central energy, it's wondering if you're being punished and if you're getting karma for something. But you're not. Just throwing that out there. You know what I mean? But both your divine masculine as well as divine feminine energies are blocked and going in a lower vibrational direction. So what this says to me is how this would manifest in your day-to-day life is it's a lack of creativity, a lack of inspiration. It's feeling stuck. It's not really feeling like you're going anywhere. Even if you're trying to do very tangible things moving forward in your life. I mean, it could be something super simple, organizing your closet, you know what I mean? Or anything, just work, any mundane activities. It's feeling a sense of stuckness, like you can't be creative and you just can't progress, like you can't ascend past where you are now, would be the feeling. And because of this stuckness, because of this this pervasive lack feeling, it's putting you in a place to where you're feeling almost at the disadvantage of life and your experience. And like I said, you may be questioning things like, does God hate you? Did you do something wrong? Or what did you do to deserve this, in so many words? But much like I said, for a lot of other signs prior to you guys, as well as Capricorn, this is very temporary. It's a transitional period. And you may want to go ahead and watch... Jesus Christ, the Empaths Only video that I'm posting. It's a collective reading that I do for my Reiki Master student, Seren the Healer. Go subscribe to her channel. And I do that every month for her collective. But I realized that something that I said in there for the month of August is extremely important for all 12 signs. And it's speaking about this this void. I won't go too much into it here, taking up all of your time and whatnot, but I think it's a good thing to watch it, because I feel you guys are going through like a baby dark night of the soul, is what I would call it. And the thing that's most important about this is more or less being knowledgeable with what it is that's coming up. Because I feel you guys being in this dark vortex thing going on here. You're not being punished or anything. Your life is not falling apart or anything of the sort. It's just that I feel in some sense or another, you guys were looking for clarity. You were looking for truth. You were looking for your purpose. You were looking for your path in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And you're about to find what it is that you asked for. It's just the process through which to get it is a less than stellar one. So being in this space right now is for a reason, you know? I could even look at this, and it's not like literally looking at the fact of this reading coming out when it is, because the energy I feel with this, it feels very heavy. And I'm like asking spirit like to myself, like just like, wow, it's like, so Sag is going through all of this and it's like they're getting their reading like now, like that kind of sucks. But I understand that, because it's more or less like the example I use for Capricorn and throwing out a life vest and having it when you're in the middle of the ocean after the Titanic like sinks and blah blah blah. It's more or less you guys could not have a life vest. It's more or less however it is that you've been feeling most of this month. It's almost as if you had to feel that way, or almost feel as if you were about to drown, proverbially speaking, to crack you open for this new beginning that we see with the Fool to manifest itself. So this falls into this whole theme I talk about in the Empath Only reading, which is all about having to hit rock bottom in order for your authentic self to come forth. You know what I mean? It's like that's the first step to all transformation and ascension. So the main challenge is going to be is not allowing bad behaviors or negative thoughts, or proverbially taming your beast, if you will, in the midst of all of this. So this is just like I said in that reading, these are situations like this where the wheat is separated from the chaff. Like you separate proverbial boys from men, you know what I mean, if you will, in a very, you know, I just cannot deal with the whole, you know, political correctness and things. But if you're a girl, you could throw that in there too. But anyway, but it's more or less, this is something that's separating men from boys, literally. But I mean, not literally, but I mean figuratively, literally. But anyway, but it's separating men from boys, even if you're a girl, right? So it's like only the strong survive, if you will. Even if you look at it as, what do they call that? An evolution, survival of the fittest. It's like, it's survival of the fittest happening in the energetic realm. It's like you either make or you break, you either push or you fall. And I feel that this is saying for you, Sagittarius, that this is a call for you guys to fight to the finish line in so many words. Now with this King of Cups in the reverse going forward into September, I have to give you guys the same forewarning that I gave to Capricorn, which is understanding that everything you experience in your life is temporary, right? Something that happened 20, 30 years ago happened 20, 30 years ago. But we are the only ones who bring 20, 30 years ago into the present day. So even with this experience, you guys feeling this way, this is here. Like this disempowered feeling, this stuck feeling, this barren feeling, if you will, this unjustified feeling that you guys are feeling. All of this stuff is temporary, but it's here to bring something out of you that you weren't tapping into before. And that is the only reason why this is here. It's just like I've been saying to everyone else all month. This is a manifestation of the is not is paradigm. You guys are presently in the is not. However, going forward into September, it's imperative to not allow this temporary feeling you guys were feeling to carry over into your next energy cycle, right? Because you'd inadvertently end up going into new energy very melancholy and, you know, pessimistic and expecting the worst. So this is more or less a forewarning in so many words. This is just simply a transition, right? But I feel the most important thing with all of this is that there are emotions and feelings. I really feel like some stuff you guys have been kind of bottling up. Things that you really want, things that you really desire, that on some level or another you somehow denied yourself of or felt wasn't going to happen. So you've more or less just like suppressed it. You know what I mean? And I feel whatever this is that you guys have suppressed, this is more or less the secret ingredient of what it is that you need moving forward, right? So if these emotions are coming up, or if these desires are coming up, they're coming up so that you can integrate these things into your life and start making plans or moves in the direction of these things as you guys progress forward. They're not coming up to give you like an instant replay of your past to make you remember, you know, every single thing that was less than stellar, you know, about your life or your experience or what have you. It's, I don't know. All the stuff that I'm seeing in my head is just so crazy. It's so strange. I don't even know how to describe that. I don't know. It's like a person, like, I don't know, it's like a person that looks like a toothpaste tube. And it's almost like it being squeezed to where you think the toothpaste would come out the top, but it's like them just being cut straight down the middle. Someone's calling me from North Miami Beach, Florida. I'm so jealous. Anywho, but it's like the person being straight cut down the middle. And I feel the reason for that is to get to all the good stuff in there. You know what I mean? So this isn't a punishment. This isn't even something that you guys should loathe, but I have to stress to allow this to just be temporary. And I feel for you guys, yeah, man. Oh, that's even better. At the bottom of your deck, we have the seven. Well, I'm showing it to you and my lens is jacked up. We have the 7 of Swords in the reverse. And those of you who have been with my channel for some time, you know whenever I see the 7 of Swords, I always say the message that Spirit gave me in reference to it, which is what you skip will trip you up later, you know? And I feel that these emotions that you guys have been suppressing or running from or denying, this would be the tripping you up later. You know what I mean? And that's for good reason, because after this comes clarity. So in so many words, with this being your underlying energy, it's saying exactly what it is that I was saying, which is the fact that all of this is happening to get you guys to a place of truth and clarity and seeing how avoiding this has really been robbing you of the truth, happiness, the new beginning, and the fulfillment that you guys have really desired. And even in a more specific sense, I feel that what you guys have not been able to do is living a life that is modeled in accordance with your truth. It's been a lot of living out old patterns and repeating old patterns and things of the sort, trying to dodge things or run away from things or not face things. And it's more or less this arena being created in this space in the month of August for you guys to face this so you can move forward like clean slate, in so many words. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, that has been your reading, Sagittarius. I'm going over to Vimeo, my website, Patreon, all that good stuff to do you guys extended, where we're going to dive a little bit deeper into this, get a little bit more specific and whatnot or whatever. So if you're about that life, follow me over there. If not, I still love your face, and I will see you guys sooner than later. Know what I'm saying? Waiting for the outro.